How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, it's been a while since I've made a video in the context of audiophile products, audiophile gadgets, so I really apologize for the dearth and lack of content in that respect. But quite recently, I came across an exciting product that I thought perhaps it warrants making a YouTube video. Now, I gotta say, a couple of years ago, when I was making these audiophile videos, I was kind of dismissive of external DACs because I had already tried DACs made by Skid Audio, the Skid or Shed Modi 3. I tried the DAC made by Arcam. I tried the topping DAC. And to me, they didn't necessarily improve the sound quality. Now, I thought that perhaps each one of those added a little bit of flavor of their own to the music, but in no shape or form I could objectively prove to myself that the sound quality was improved. With respect to Modi 3, at some instances I felt that the music sound quality was improved, but again, I had no way of substantiating my claim by using factual evidence, really. So, but quite recently, as part of the Black Friday deals, I came across this product. This is by this company called HiBy Audio, and this one is high-res certified external DAC / amplifier. And to me, it seemed like a pretty good deal. I mean, a regular sale is probably $29. Black Friday deal, it was on sale for $24. So I said, well, might as well go for it and give it a try and try to maybe dispel the myth once for all, whether an external DAC is going to make a difference in terms of sound quality. Now, what I got to say is that another reason as to why I'm using this DAC is these days I'm primarily listening to music through portable gadgets, and by that I mean my smartphone and also my trusty old Sony high-res audio player Walkman. And all of my audiophile system is still in Northern California, and from time to time I go there and listen to music through my system. But down in Southern California, where I'm currently based, of course I have to use either one of these products, and I thought perhaps let's go ahead and give this a try and see if the sound quality is going to be any better than my audiophile gadget here. Now, another thing that also prompted this decision is this wonderful app that I've recently downloaded and I started using. That's the Apple Music streaming app, which is just a wonderful, absolutely high quality app for listening to music. And also it's got this component or a separate app that you can actually download as well. That's for classical music. So when you subscribe to Apple Music and set up an account and start paying the monthly fee, you can also take advantage of a separate app that's meant for classical music. And that one actually is a wonderful app because it archives the classical music in the best possible way. You can look up music based on the conductor, based on the performer, the composer. Let's say you choose Claude Debussy, then it has all these different categories for his chamber music, for his opera, the sonatas, and so on and so forth. And then you can also bias your search with respect to a particular conductor, particular performer, so on and so forth. So I've been really taking advantage of that particular app for listening to music. I said, well, might as well try an external DAC and see if I can improve the sound quality in any ways. The sound quality was good enough, but I said, well, let's see if I can improve upon that by recruiting the services of a gadget like this. Now, to be able to compare sound quality objectively, of course, we have to have some coordinates. We got to have some criterion by which we can judge the sound quality. Now, my point of comparison or coordinates are the following: the smartphone with its built-in DAC, the smartphone with its built-in DAC bypassed using this adapter that comes with this product, taking advantage of the external DAC by HiBy, and also my Sony high-res player. And I listened to the same exact albums in all these three different situations, and that's the album I came up with was Closure Continuation by Porcupine Tree, the last album that they came out with, that is also, in addition to being a great conceptual work of art, it's also sonically beautiful. So I decided on that particular album. And also with regards to headphones, it's important to be consistent in that respect too. So I actually chose, some audiophile nerds might cringe on my choice of earphones. But I gotta say, this is a fantastic quality pair of headphones or earphones by Apple. Now, these are capable of transmitting high resolution, high quality sound. Compared to the Bluetooth version that costs probably 10 times the price of this, the Bluetooth can only do MP3. Whereas this can actually do CD quality and also high-res sound as well. And in my experience, these actually deliver in terms of sound quality extremely well. Of course, I have my so-called audiophile pair of headphones as well. This is by Sony. This is Sony Dynamic Stereo Headphones, MDR7508, professional pair of headphone, very high fidelity, and still pretty affordable, I gotta say. I bought this on a Black Friday deal a couple years ago for like $50, I think, a little about $50. But these days it can be had for $100. I think it's worth the price, and it really gives you a beautiful audiophile experience when you listen to music. Now, but I can't use this actually for my comparison of the sound quality, because this, of course, connects to my Sony audiophile player, the Sony Walkman. This doesn't connect to this. This doesn't connect to my smartphone, although you can bypass it using the external DAC by HiBy. Of course, you can connect to that, but you can't actually compare the sound quality to a situation where you're just using the built-in DAC in the smartphone. So I opted for this because I also purchased a pair of headphones by Apple, again, the same exact product, but with a USB-C connection that plugs right into my smartphone. So now the results. I gotta say, the first time when I listened to Closure Continuation album, especially the song Harridan, that is just a great work of art. It's got beautiful bass playing, it's got beautiful lush kind of soundscape on the keyboard by Richard Barbieri, and it's also got complex rhythmic patterns and complex drumming by Gavin Harrison, and it's got also the heavy guitar riffs by Steven Wilson as well. And it's a sonically beautiful piece of music, song, and I chose that actually for my round, the first round of actually comparing the sound quality. Now, so I gotta say, the first time when I switched over to the external DAC, the HiBy external DAC, I had to take a step back, take a deep breath, because I was really in a state of awe and shock and admiration at the same time for HiBy for making this fantastic product, because the sound quality was absolutely improved in every department. So it gave the sound this more of a like a three-dimensional immersive experience that was, after I listened to this and compared it to this, was kind of absent in when I was using the smartphone with its built-in DAC. So it definitely improved the sound quality. As I said, it gave the sound quality this kind of three-dimensional aspect as well. And also the guitar sounded a bit more, sounded brighter, and the sound was, in general, was kind of fuller, and in every way, I loved it actually. And this was the first time objectively I managed to prove to myself that the external DAC actually does make a difference. Now, what about this compared to the Sony audiophile player, Sony Walkman player? Of course, some people might say that, well, this is still not an audiophile gadget. For an audiophile gadget, you got to spend several $1,000s. But I beg to differ. I think this is actually a very high quality audiophile player, high quality high-res player. It's high-res certified as well, and I actually stand by this product 100%. But what I got to say, when I compared the sound quality of my smartphone using Apple music streaming compared to this. I gotta say the difference was still noticeable. This still outperformed my Sony player, but the differences in terms of sound quality were more subtle. They weren't that. So this also encourages me to perhaps maybe try some other DACs, some audiophile DACs that a lot of people are talking about these days, which is the Dragonfly by AudioQuest. That I'm really looking forward to give that a try as well. Of course, on the used market, it's brand new. I think it's priced for like $250, and you have to purchase an external adapter for it to be able to connect it to your smartphone. But I might just look at maybe Facebook Market or Craigslist and see if I can find a used one, get my hands on a used one, and give that a try as well. So yeah, look out for that video. Hopefully that will be coming up pretty soon. But I gotta say that, yeah, I'm really impressed with this product. With the little money you're paying for it, you're getting a lot of value in terms of sound quality. I highly recommend that you give it a try. And just the fact that this doesn't require any charging, any prior charging. So some other external DACs / amplifiers, you probably have to plug them in into your power outlet for a period of time and get them charged up before you can use them with the smartphone. But this gets its power supply from the smartphone itself, and it's very convenient to use. And as I said, it's high-res certified as well, so that probably adds to the sound quality. And when we say high-res, we got to define what that means. High-res means above CD quality. To me, CD quality is really absolutely premium, is great sounding, but high-res is something like DSD, direct digital stream, super audio CD, and also MQA as well. So those are considered high-res formats because the depth of the file is above 24-bit, and also the sampling rate is higher than 44.1 kilohertz. But for me, CD quality is really fully adequate for an audiophile, a great listening experience, and I absolutely love it. But yeah, so a couple things, like a couple endorsements or recommendations is, of course, the HiBy external DAC. Of course, it comes with the adapter. You don't have to purchase anything extra for it. The Sony pair of, the Apple pair of earphones. I'm not sure exactly what these are called, but I think, well, let's find out. These are called the EarPods headphone plug by Apple. Phenomenal sound quality you get out of this. I highly recommend it for the little price you're paying. I think you're paying on Black Friday, I think it was on sale for like $15, but $18 is just not much you're going to be spending on a high quality product. So I highly commend Apple for making such quality product at such an affordable price, and also for their music streaming services, lossless audio, fantastic quality, and also the classical music app. That is something that I've been wanting for quite some time, and I'm really glad that Apple is finally offering that. Now the next thing I'm going to try is, the other recommendation I have, of course, is the pair of headphone by Sony. Beautiful pair of headphones, $100. I gotta say the sound quality of this is not that different from this. Of course, this is gonna be like a meteor sound quality. It's gonna be, of course, a bigger sound quality and warmer sound because it's more like bass-oriented sound, bass-heavy sound. But this still a pretty excellent value for money. And of course, my good old Sony high-res player. This affords me more of a private listening experience compared to its smartphone counterpart. So you don't have the corporate media tracking your listening habits. And if I want to listen to a piece of music privately, of course I gravitate towards this, but I'm really impressed with the sound quality. And I gotta say the sound of this surpassed that of the Sony, but of course the differences are more subtle. Now, the other thing I'm going to say is that, yeah, two things I'm going to try next. One is another external DAC, the Dragonfly by AudioQuest. And also my cousin has the Apple, or I'm going to say iPhone 14 Professional. And so I'm going to encourage him to perhaps get one of these and perhaps try this on the iPhone, because I'm curious to see if the built-in DAC in the iPhone is of better quality than the one that's actually in the Android phone, and also whether this is still going to surpass the built-in DAC in iPhone in terms of sound quality. So a few things to try, definitely, but I highly recommend this external DAC. And I suggest to you guys, maybe just give it a try and see in your own experience if the sound quality is improved. In my experience, it was definitely improved, and it's definitely worth the price that you're paying for a product like this. This video is not endorsed in any ways. I bought all of these with my own money, of course. And I'm quite excited, enthusiastic now to try other external DACs. As I said before, my initial experience with DACs didn't prove to be that promising because I couldn't notice that big of a difference in terms of sound quality in my audiophile system. That's, as I said, is in Northern California. In Southern California, I have to resort to these for listening to sound quality, and I have not been disappointed. Of course, with the aid of external DAC and also my Sony audiophile player. Anyways, thank you very much for being with me and for making it through this video. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel. I've got more exciting material to come in the future. And yeah, so look out for my video with regards to the Dragonfly by AudioQuest, and also the comparison of the built-in DAC in iPhone 14 Pro compared to the DAC by HiBy. Thank you very much, and I wish you a pleasant afternoon. Cheers.